Trump.
But they did. And now Governor Hill, I read yesterday that I think the cost of the shelter program in Massachusetts has gone from $200 or $300 million to like $900 million because of all the migrants there. Governor Healy said over and over, we need a Washington solution. This is a Congress problem. We just saw what Congress is going to do. What is your advice at this point to the Healy administration if Congress isn't going to act?
She's right. This is a Congress problem. We haven't legislated on this issue in Congress since I've been alive. We had our best opportunity, and senators and House members on the Republican Party decided they would rather campaign on it than govern on it. And I would just say to them, be careful what you wish for, because now we are going to campaign on this, and we're going to remind the American voters that given a chance to solve the border crisis, Republicans walked away from the table out of subservience to Donald Trump. In terms of what we can do in the short term, for Massachusetts, the Medicaid waiver to provide Medicaid funding for shelter and services is the best avenue for federal funding, but it's not comprehensive. We needed this bill, and I'm going to keep fighting for this bill.
Real quick before we go to break, as we said at the top of the program, the Republican effort to impeach the Homeland Security Secretary failed. They may try again. But look, putting aside the argument, which obviously you disagree with, that he committed high crimes and misdemeanors, illegal border crossings hit an all-time high in December. Do you think the Biden administration could be doing more? We talked about the bill that failed, but could the Biden administration be doing more right now to control things at the border?
The Biden administration to date has done its utmost under the bounds of the law and of humanity to try to prevent the surge in border crossings. But the truth of the matter is he needs new laws. Unlike Donald Trump, this president cares about following the law, and he needed more authorities, which this bill would have given him, to help prevent border crossings. Now, more funding without policy changes would also help, and that would help provide the Border Patrol agents and the immigration judges necessary to provide both better due process and stricter security. But ultimately, back to what Governor Healy said, the genesis of the problem is in Congress, and the solution is in Congress.
All right. Do we have the picture from Congressman Magaziner that we could bring up? There was a selfie, I believe, that was on your birthday, right?
That's on my birthday.
It's Congressman Seth Magaziner on the left and Congressman Gabe Amo on the right to celebrate your birthday. Ted pointed this out to me before the program, that despite you being so young, I think Ted said you're 36 years old, you're among the three of them, you're the senior congressman. Did you have advice for them when they came to the floor?
They don't need my advice. They're two highly capable lawmakers, and I want to especially give Gabe Amo a shout out here, because he came relatively recently into this office and has absolutely hit the ground running on the bridge closure. Previously to being a member of Congress, he was intergovernmental relations for the White House, which is exactly the portfolio that is relevant to this problem, and he has been really at the nexus of state and federal negotiations on this, and has been hugely impactful. All
right, Congressman Magaziner, I know you're watching. You have to up your selfie game. That thing was blurry, and you need to update your iPhone. All right, our conversation with Congressman Jake Auchincloss will continue. Stay with us. You're watching Newsmakers.